Welcome friends, today we're gonna complete the quest called The Pale Elf. It's a Astarion quest, and he is one of our companions. Recently we learned that he is a vampire. Oh, that night when he sucked almost all of my blood. And that night, it was the start of our adventure and we will go from here. In the next evening in the camp, he wants to say something. Well, let's
Time for a
listen.
chat.
There you are. I was just thinking about you
About my
and that
blood.
delicious moment we shared the other night.
Oh, the moment when you bite
The
me.
very same. I've had this condition for 2 centuries, but truth be told, you were my first.
And you mine too.
In all
Nobody
these
bite
years,
me
I've only
before.
ever fed on beasts. Drinking the blood of thinking creatures is a different thing entirely. You were delectable. And now I can't help but wonder how the others taste.
Oh, that's bad. I really don't like it. So I will choose hurt them and I kill you, no hesitation.
Oh, you're a sweetheart. But you don't need to worry. I'm just thinking out loud. Take Gale, for example. He strikes me as someone whose blood is rich, refined, like well-aged brandy. But the Gith, what in the hells would she taste like?
Maybe something exotic?
Oh. Well, that sounds very appealing. I'm almost convinced.
And you know what? It will hurt my relationship with him. But I have a very bad feeling that fellow definitely don't know where to stop. So keep your eyes to yourself. You make people nervous.
Relax. We're just talking.
Really?
So, in the spirit of theoretical questions, if you had to take a bite from one of them, who would it be?
No, I will not answer this. Because as I mentioned, I have a bad feeling.
Oh, no. No. Don't be disgusting. I just mean a sip of their blood. No
No,
mastication required.
Astarion, just stop. That's it. We done talking.
What? I was only making
He
conversation.
disapproves.
Honestly, you have no sense of fun.
If you choose one of the companions and nothing happened, please let me know in the comment section below, or if something happened. But our story continues. And let's learn a little bit about his past.
Why do you insist on
His
exhuming
journal
the past?
updated.
I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Szarr family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again.
And when we travel to the swamps, there will be a very interesting encounter, cause we are about to meet a vampire hunter, who is hunting our friend Astarion. Okay, he will be located over here, not far away from the fast travel point. Actually, it's right here, and we need to go to the left. Let's do it. Well, hello, good sir.
Ah, stranger. Forgive the aroma.
Not a problem.
You catch a waft of something foul, metallic, and sickly sweet.
Powdered iron vine. An old hunter's trick. Most monsters will think twice before making a meal of me.
You're a monster hunter. I'm surprised. I thought all Gur were vagrant cutthroats.
Let's Astarion do the talking.
And more. We steal chickens, curse your crops, seduce your daughters, the list goes on.
I knew it.
I wish I had half the power settled folk think my people possess. Alas, I am a simple wanderer. A simple wanderer and monster hunter. But I'm no witch doctor or cutthroat.
I assume you want to kill the hag?
Or to make a deal with her. Probably think you can outfox the old dear.
Right, but very wrong. My prey is a vampire spawn. Much less
Vampire?
impressive than the beast that lives here. His name
I
is
knew one.
Astarion, but I fear he's gone to ground. I hope the hag of these lands can help me flush him out, if I can afford her blood price.
So, he is hunting Astarion. And when you find him?
Not this time. My orders are to capture him.
Oh. And bring him where exactly?
Baldur's Gate. My people wait for me there.
On this spawn, pity? Not like it's a real vampire.
I don't know. I'm sure a vampire spawn could still rip out your throat if he felt like it.
He is right, unfortunately. They are only weak when compared to their masters. During the day, we have the advantage, but at night, when they hunt, you'll not find a more deadly quarry.
Yes, I'm sure they can get you.
We've all survived so far. Let's focus on that.
It would still be wise to post guards at night. The threat is real.
Indeed it is. We should do something about this threat.
I think he is enjoying the conversation.
Excellent.
And yes, this will be the only choice.
Can't be.
And you know, if you don't have Astarion in your party, just say you know nothing about him and it will improve your relationship. And after this encounter with Vampire Hunter, Astarion will tell us about a Cazador, about his master.
I suppose you want to hear about Cazador. My old master. Before the Mind Flayers took me from him. Before this strange, twisted freedom. Cazador Szarr is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate. The patriarch of his coven, and a monster obsessed with power. Not political power or military power, I mean power over people. The power to control them completely. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor. A vampire's spawn is less than a slave. They're a puppet. We have no choice but to obey our master's commands. They speak, and our bodies react. It's all part of the deal. Sometimes he'd order us to submit to torture. Sometimes he'd have us torture ourselves. Whatever his weather-vane mood settled on. A line with a fork and 1, 2, 3 dots. Bloody infernal. How was anyone meant to read this garbage?
Want me to take a look?
What are you doing?
Just looking. What's on your back?
A gift from Cazador, written in flesh. Apparently it's a poem, but I've never read it. I've been tracing the scars on my back with my fingers, trying to read them by touch. But I can't. They may as well be written in Rashimi.
Let me have a look.
This isn't your problem, you know.
I know, just shut up and turn around.
Fine.
The jagged script is definitely infernal, the language of the hells, but you can't make out its meaning.
And? What can you see?
I'm not sure.
What in the hells? What did he do to me?
Should we ask Azar? They might know something.
No. No, let's keep this between ourselves. At least until we know what it means. 2 centuries carrying this, and I can finally see it.
You have no idea
None
what
at
is
all.
it.
Cazador was only figuratively hellish. There were never any devils hanging about the crypt. Whatever he's left carved in my flesh, it's a mystery to me. Thank you, by the way. This is... well, it's something.
We will figure it out, I promise.
Will we? How... sweet.
So, another mystery. We will get continuation of this story much further in the game in a chapter 2. It will be over here. Right here will be entrance to Mausoleum and a huge Shadow Hut quest, but just before it, you see there will be a devil named Raphael.
Let us have words.
Let's go and talk to him.
Wait. Before you go, I have a proposal of my own.
A proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood, little vampling, think again. It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business, devil. My old... well, a long time ago, someone carved some runes into my back. I'd rather like to know what they say.
It's something of great importance to your master. But is it a love letter, a warning, or a deed of ownership? I can give you all the gory details, and I will, once the beast that lurks below is vanquished and sent back to the hells.
So, if you want Devil to decipher writings on the back of Astarion, you must kill his enemy, a beast. Deal will help you if you help Astarion.
Then we have an understanding. I look forward to our next meeting. Scars often tell such wonderful stories. I think yours might be truly exquisite.
We defeated the enemy of the Raphael, and during next campfire, he will pay us a visit.
Do you know what happens when a devil is struck down on this charming plane of existence? It returns to the hells, to the very point where it last stood before venturing to whichever devil-forsaken plane it died on. In the case of our friend Yrgir, the Orthon you so handily dispatched in the Temple of Szarr, he manifested in my House of Hope. He returned to me chastened but intact, his wounds healed, his body restored. He thought I would dismember him, but he has his uses, so instead I am re-educating him.
We delivered the devil. Now I want what I'm owed. We had a deal.
Indeed we did. I discovered all there is to know about those scars of yours. It's a rather grim tale. Even for my tastes.
I just need to know it, so just tell me everything.
As you wish. Brace yourself, Astarion. We're about to unveil your destiny. Carved into that ivory skin of yours is one part of an infernal contract between the archdevil Mephistopheles and your former master, Cazador Szarr. In full, the contract states that Cazador will be granted knowledge of an infernal ritual so vile it has never been performed. The rite of profane ascension. It promises to be a marvelous ceremony, very elaborate, incredibly ancient, and entirely diabolical. If he completes the rite, he will become a new kind of being, the Vampire Ascendant. All the strengths of his vampiric form will be amplified, and alongside them he will enjoy the luxuries of the living. The arousals and appetites of man will return to him, and unlike Astarion, he will have no need of a parasite to protect him from the sun. But the ritual has its price, as all worthwhile things do. Lord Cazador will need to sacrifice a number of souls, including all of his vampiric spawn, if he is to ascend. Imagine how he felt then, when one of those precious spawns simply disappeared into thin air. The only missing ingredient is Astarion. You are the final piece he requires to complete the ritual. Your scars bind you to it. Your soul will set off a very wave of death, bringing Cazador his twisted life. And that, my tragic and toothsome friend, is that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have business elsewhere.
That was really unexpected. So, Astarion, you want to sacrifice
Do you
you?
think it's so simple?
We can't let Cazador complete the ritual. He could unleash the terrible horrors.
The end of my life amongst them. Just when I was
And
starting
that
to
too.
enjoy it. He'll never leave me alone. I didn't think he would when I was just one more wretched toy for him to play with. But if I'm the key to this power he craves, he'll hunt me to the ends of Faerun. I need to take the fight to him. And I need you to help me.
Of course, my friend, don't worry. I will be with you and we will hunt him down.
Thank you.
Quest updated. Our next objective is to travel the road to Baldur's Gate. In the chapter 3 we will find the camp of the monster hunters, and we need to go and talk to their
What's up for
leader.
discussion?
They will give us a quest
Lechtei
that
Hathran Rust.
corresponds with our current quest.
Frey Valdisk Durovna. Frey Valdiskablast.
You recognize the funeral rites of the Gur people, the same monster hunters you met in the Hag Swamp. Their leader is burning the possessions of those who have fallen.
Im Orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra. So, the impossible spawn walks among us in the blazing sun. We have been looking for you.
You found him. What do you want from him?
The last time your friend came to our camp, he stole our children, our future. When we sent Gandrel after you, we wanted to interrogate you, to discover how to save our children and then destroy you. But things have changed. You have changed. Is it true you left your master? That you broke the spell that binds you to him?
Well, I mean, kind of. It's a long story, honestly.
Yes, he is free now.
Free. Not while his master still lives. But he has perhaps earned a second chance. We have tried to save our children once already, attacking Cazador Szarr's palace at first light. Even then, it was too well defended. But if his own spawn approached, someone he thought he could control, he would throw his doors open and welcome you in. And once inside, you could do what we could not. You could save the children you damned.
You don't know Cazador like I do. He's merciless. You want me to march into the lion's den and save your children? But I promise you, they're already dead. I spent 200 years bringing him victims. Each and every one was whisked away to be fed on that night.
But you never saw him feed yourself. He could keep prisoners for days before killing them. If our children are truly gone, then we ask for blood. I know you can understand that, Spawn.
Okay, we will help you.
God damn it. Fine. If nothing else, at least killing Cazador will feel good.
Thank you. From
Quest
me
updated.
and all my people. If you can do this, we will be in your debt. You have lived a life of violence and sin. You have stolen lives, broken families, and caused immeasurable grief. Doing this will not right those wrongs.
If you're trying to encourage me, you're failing abysmally.
But it will be a start. You may still be redeemed. Please go. Time is short, but we will see you again when it is done.
The quest will lead us to the Worms Crossing, and here, in this shop, on the second floor, there will be two vampires. Use your Astarion to talk with, because if you use other player, they can just disappear.
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister.
Like
We only
mass.
need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more needed.
It's not for the master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the mass is done and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion! It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
He's still free. We're here to kill the Cazador.
You can't mean that.
He's playing mind games. He can't raise a hand to the master, let alone kill him.
You have no idea what I can do. Where is he hiding? Tell me!
Brother! Please!
Say nothing.
Tell me what I need to know, or I swear you'll burn!
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time, hidden from us all.
I'm going to stop Cazador.
What the hell's happened to you, Astarion? What are you?
I'm more than what I was. And I'm not afraid of anything anymore. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I'm the only person who can stop him. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
No, it's not over at all. And the quest updated once again.
They actually think Cazador will save them.
Well, at least we know where to find him.
You sound surprised. I am capable of doing the right thing from time to time. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him and take that power for ourselves.
Well, I don't know about it, but okay.
Trust me, I'd rather slaughter someone else's family, but if that's what it takes. And it's not like their sweet innocence.
You
They
want the
brought
power
Cazador
so
just as
much.
many victims as I did. You're not getting sentimental, are you? I thought you were with me on this.
I'm with you, Astarion.
I knew I was right about you. You're a true friend. And now we know he's skulking beneath his palace. We can take the hunt to Cazador. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
Cazador Palace will be located in the lower tower near this lower city central wall fast travel location. It's located over here. You need to climb this tower and just go straight ahead. I will not show you the full castle cause I have a great video about all secrets of Cazador Palace. So friends, if you're interested, card will be in the upper part of the screen. And we will proceed right to the dungeon, to the ancient vampire.
On the pillow rests a skull with a scroll clamped in its bony jaws. The skull's empty eye sockets flare with an eldritch gleam. You feel invited somehow to witness the skull's memories. It seems urgent.
That's curious. Let's go inside his
This skull
memory.
is all that remains of the vampire Velioth. He turned Cazador, gave
Master
him the
of the
gift,
Cazador.
and then taught him the rules of vampiric existence.
So, the first check.
Velioth's first lesson is always to dominate. Allow none to be your equal. Velioth recalls when Cazador reached out to a former friend. His punishment was to watch as Velioth drained his friend dry.
Cruel, so cruel. But you know what? We need to pass 3 checks. So let's pass the second one.
Velioth's second lesson is that power comes from solitude. To share with others is to be weak, and to be weak is to fail and die. Velioth recalls when Cazador rebelled against him. Cazador suffered 11 years of impalement because he failed.
Very cruel. And the last one?
Velioth's third lesson is to act not in haste. A near immortal has time to plan, time to act only when others will pay the price of action. Velioth recalls Cazador, his lessons learned, killing him in the rite of perfect slaughter. How they both laughed.
Oh my god, those
Velioth recalls
vampires.
Cazador boiling the flesh from his skull, and then, to mock him, clamping his schooling scroll in Velioth's jaws. The skull's eyes flash a final time, and its jaws sag open. The scroll with all of Cazador's rituals is yours. Velioth is no more. Approaching the cells, you're met with hollow-eyed faces. There's an almost physical stink of decay and neglect.
Gods, who are those people?
Disgusting. Cazador never fed on wretches like this. How did they get here? What is Cazador doing with them? I should have guessed there was more to it than Raphael would ever have told.
You. I know you. You're the one from the tavern. You smiled and joked and got me drunk.
A lover?
You're dead.
You called me so many sweet things. My name sounded like a lyric on your tongue.
Sebastian,
You remember me.
you were handsome. Shy. You'd never been kissed.
You taught me how.
A victim?
And then you destroyed me.
It can't be.
Who is he?
It's not just him. I know so many of these faces. They're my conquests.
All of them?
I pursued them, seduced them, and brought them to Cazador. He told us he was feeding on them, but he turned them to spawn. He turned every last one, so we'd have souls for this cursed ritual.
How long?
What?
How long have I been down here?
Let him answer.
170 years.
Oh my god.
You were one of my first.
My family. My friends. They're gone. You took them from me. You took everything from me.
He'll set you free, don't worry.
Free. We'll never be free while that monster lives.
Then he
That's
will
why we're
die.
here. To destroy Cazador.
You can't. It's not possible.
We will find the way.
And then? What happens to us?
Oh, like I said, you will be free.
Free from this nightmare.
I promise you, I know that feeling all too well. But it can be done.
And it will be
Whatever
done.
you do, just do it quickly. I can't go on waiting.
We'll be back. You have my word.
And finally, you will meet a Cazador. He already started the ritual. Oh, we need to stop him somehow.
Who stands before us? Is this truly our prodigal son? Do not slouch before me, boy. Have you no respect for yourself? Look at you. Crawling back after abandoning your family. You should be begging our forgiveness.
Keep back.
Forgiveness? You've never forgiven anything. Every mistake, every slip was punished.
I strove for perfection in all things, even those as imperfect as you. A pity you amounted to so little, despite my efforts.
No! No. Fuck you. And fuck everything you've ever done to me!
We are here for justice.
I will not speak to cattle. This is between me and the boy.
You son of a bitch.
He really
You
enjoying
truly
it.
forgot my power. You truly thought our bond as creator and creation was all that stopped you from killing me? Oh, you are weak, my child. You are a small, pathetic little boy who never amounted to anything. But today, you will finally do something worthwhile. You will burn, and I will ascend.
No! Stop him! Get me out of this!
Witness the birth of the Vampire Ascendant! Ecce Dominus!
Cazador is defeated, and there will be two ways. You can complete the ritual, or you can break it. Let's complete it first.
No healing sleep for you! Wake up!
Get your hands off me, worm!
I'm not the one in the dirt. One last thrust. And I'll be free of you. I'll never have to fear you again. But if I finish the ritual you started, I'll never have to fear anyone. Ever.
You think me a fool? That I would allow anyone to usurp me, speak the words, and ascend in my place? The runes I carved into your flesh bind you and all 7,000 souls to the ritual. Complete it, and those bearing the scars will be sacrificed, you included. You are simply a means to an end. I made you to be consumed.
I am so much more than what you made me. I can do this, but I need your help.
Alright.
I need your eyes, in a manner of speaking.
What do you think you are doing?
Unmaking what you made me. Use the parasite. Link your mind to mine. Through your eyes, I can see the scars on my back, and copy them onto his.
You would not dare!
I would. And I will. You will be consumed, and all the power you've lusted after will be mine.
At the cost of a lot of lives. It's not worth it, Astarion.
Help me do this. Please.
And I will help him.
Your minds join and your two selves become one. You can feel the knife in your hand, see the scars on his back, and taste his hunger for power.
Yes. Yes. I see it.
What are you doing? Don't! Ah!
No! Oh, no! There.
Ungrateful child! Wretched child!
Time to take your place. Ecce Dominus, has animas offero in sacrificio.
No! This isn't the way!
Don't you dare! I can feel their power flowing into me!
Let him do it.
Nunc volo potestantem quam policitus es mihi! I can't feel it. That ache in my stomach, that hunger, it's gone. I'm free. I'm finally free! Oh! Oh, it feels delicious.
So, what's now?
Now, we deal with the Elder Brain. I no longer require its parasite, so we can end this once and for all.
The quest is completed. It was a long quest. It lasted from the beginning of the game. But what if we choose another path?
No healing sleep for you. Wake up!
Get your hands off me, worm!
I'm not the one in the dirt. One last thrust, and I'll be free of you. I'll never have to fear you again. But if I finish the ritual you started, I'll never have to fear anyone. Ever.
You think me a fool? That I would allow anyone to usurp me, speak the words, and ascend in my place? The runes I carved into your flesh bind you and all 7,000 souls to the ritual.
7,000
and those bearing the scars will be sacrificed, you included. You are simply a means to an end. I made you to be consumed.
I am so much more than what you made me. I can do this, but I need your help.
No, Astarion. If you complete the ritual, it will kill all those people. 7,000.
These people died years ago.
No.
Trust me on that. All that's left are feral spawn, desperate for blood. If we release them, how many people will they kill? Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands?
And maybe
But
nobody.
if I complete the ritual, think of the power I'll have. With me by your side, we can save the city. We can save ourselves.
No, we will find another way. And here we must convince him.
You're right. I can be better than them. But I'm not above enjoying this.
Is it over? Is he...
Yes. He's gone.
What does that mean for us?
It's mean you're free.
You can do whatever you want. Sounds terrifying. And it is. But there's opportunity in it too. You can hide here, living in the shadows like parasites. Or you could be more than what he made us to be. You can choose differently, of course. But the consequences are on your head.
And what does it mean for them?
Now that is a question.
Cazador's staff controlled everything during the ritual. If it controls the cells too, you could decide their fate.
Let's release them. They deserve the same chance.
A herd of vampire spawn unleashed on the Sword Coast. What could go wrong?
No. He's right. The poor wretches in the cells are innocent. They shouldn't have to suffer just because I lured them here. They'll need someone to lead them. Take the tunnels into the Underdark. Find somewhere, well, not safe, but less perilous.
What? No, we can't.
Just try to keep them out of trouble. I think we're done here. Let's go.
Friends, I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you do, don't forget to like it. And of course, subscribe to my channel to see more adventures. And with that said, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Meet you there.